Do you think that a joint family is better? Or do you think that a nuclear family is better? The nuclear family is the most basic form of social organization. The elementary family consists of just two parents and children, typically the biological children. The extended family or the joint family has grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins, and others. The question is, which one you like? During my childhood, I used to live in a joint family with my parents and two brothers and grandparents, uncles, aunts. It was a huge family of more than 30 people living in a huge house. We had a lot of fun, but more often we had arguments and fights. The biggest trouble was for my father. He was the oldest son for my grandparents, and he was expected to support all his siblings. Of course, he had to support his own family, that is, my mom and two brothers and myself. If he had to bring one gift for any of us, he had to first find gifts for his siblings and my cousins. And more than that, I saw my mom crying many times because of the harassment and misbehaviors of her sister-in-laws. I hated the joint family because I never used to get good gifts. You know why? My father had to find gifts for my cousins first, and to my brothers, and to me. It was a huge expense, and he could not afford that kind of a gift wrap up. And my mom never got anything from my dad. How can you support 7 sisters and 1 brother and your wife? I hated joint family. And as soon as I got a job, I moved out and started living by myself. And after getting married and having 2 children, I formed my nuclear family. I was so happy. I didn't have to worry about anybody else other than my immediate family. My wife and 2 kids. I had to just spend my time and money for them. However, as time passed, I felt lonely. Do you know, you get a feeling like you are all alone in this world and is struggling to survive. One day I was looking at my old pictures. My youngest son came to me and asked, "Hey Dad, who is that?" I was stunned because the picture was of my mom. My son does not know his grandmother. It was not for him to be blamed. I started living away from my ancestral home where my mom was, and I had reduced the visits to my ancestral home. My son never got a chance to see my mom and remember. It was all for me to be blamed. Things started getting worse when my kids fell sick. There was nobody else to take care of them. My wife and I had to go to work. Of course, when your kids are sick, you cannot send them to daycare. What else I can do? I had to stay home and take care of them. I almost lost my job because I was not showing up at work. Then I remembered my olden days. When I was sick, either my aunts or older siblings or older cousins took care of me. And we had enough family members around to have fun, to enjoy. Today, my kids are confined to TV, video games, and they are just two people. If one is sick, other one gets sick, or if they fight, they have got nobody to go. I used to have a lot of fun and care. I remember all my good old times, playing with my cousins, being cared by uncles and aunts and grandparents. In that case, my kids have no one other than me and my wife. Yes, of course, if you are in a joint family, you may have to forget about your financials. But when I compare the pros and cons of a joint family and of a nuclear family, I personally believe that joint family is better. That situation happens only if you care about family values and if you can ignore the money part of it. What is your choice? Money or family? Thank you.